If you're active on Instagram at all, you've definitely heard of Reels by now. These vertical videos were first introduced in 2020 and are massively popular now. In fact, Instagram users watch 140 billion Reels every single day. So what makes Reels different from posting videos to the grid? Reels can be edited in the actual platform, allowing you to make one reel out of multiple different video clips, add music, text, special effects, filters, and more. They also last for a max of 90 seconds, making them a better choice for long-form content than stories or in-feed posts, but they're still short enough to be easily digestible. Need more of a reason to start making Reels for your business? Reels get better reach than any other type of content on Instagram, meaning they're your best friend for promoting your business on the platform. Want to learn how to start making Reels? We've got you covered. Hey, I'm Ray with Food Liability Insurance Program, or FLIP for short. We're the most trusted name in food vendor insurance and your biggest supporter in starting, running, and growing your business. Hit that subscribe button below to make sure you don't miss out on any new tips and tricks from us. In this video, we'll cover the basics of making high quality, engaging Reels, plus some tried and true content ideas you can try today. Best practices for making Reels. When it comes to Instagram and social media in general, trends come and go, and it can be hard to keep up. But no matter what the latest trends are for Reels, there are a few basic best practices you should follow when making them. Number 1, add audio. Much like stories, you can add music from Instagram's catalog to your Reels, either to use as a background sound against the original audio or to replace it. If you have a track in mind for a reel you've made, you can easily search for it. Or if you aren't sure, check out the recommended music Instagram curates in the For You category. This is typically a mix of songs Instagram thinks you'd like, plus some trending tracks. Speaking of trending tracks, let's take a second to talk about how using popular audio can help your Reels get much better reach. If you take some time to scroll through Reels, you'll probably see that many of them use the same audio. This might be a song, a sound effect, a quote from a movie, or just about any sound you can imagine. Certain audio clips will trend across Reels from time to time when a lot of people start using them. The cool thing about this is that when you use trending audio in a Reel, it lets the Instagram algorithm know that your post will probably be successful because that audio is successful. This means the algorithm is more likely to push your Reel out to more viewers, so it'll be more likely to show up in other people's feeds. So how do you figure out which audio is trending? The best way to keep your finger on the pulse is to watch other people's Reels and pay attention to the audio title in the bottom left corner of your screen. When audio is trending, it'll have a little arrow icon next to it. When you find trending audio that you think will work well for your business, save it for later by clicking on the music icon in the bottom right corner of your screen. Then tap the save bookmark icon in the upper right corner. Number 2, use visual effects. There are countless visual effects you can add to your Reels to make them more interesting to watch. Plus, they allow you to get more creative with your content. To add a visual effect to any Reel, click on the stars icon at the top of the screen when you're in the editing mode. There, you can browse, search for, or use saved effects on your Reel. We recommend using the green screen effect to layer yourself and your commentary onto other pictures or video clips. This adds a nice personal touch to otherwise impersonal videos. Number 3, always have a hook. There are a lot of Reels on Instagram, and it's all too easy for someone to watch the first couple seconds of your Reel, get bored, and swipe up. To keep people from scrolling past your content, you need to have a hook that'll keep them engaged. One of the easiest ways to do this is to include text on your video for the first couple seconds that describes the content to come. For example, if you're making a Reel where you rank different types of pizza toppings, you could add a text overlay that says, "Top 10 pizza toppings." That way, anyone who comes across it will immediately know what the video is about without spoiling any of the content. Number 4, add a voiceover. If you're filming content for a Reel, it can be hard to narrate what you're doing while you do it. That's where voiceovers come in. Just choose the clips you want to make your Reel out of, and then select the voiceover button at the bottom of your screen while you're in the editing mode. Then you can record yourself talking over the clips, adding commentary wherever you want. Pro tip, to make your videos more accessible to viewers who are deaf, hard of hearing, or watching Reels with the sound off, add captions. You can auto-generate these on your Reel by selecting the captions button at the bottom of your screen while you're in editing mode. 3 Instagram Reels ideas you can try now. Now that you know the basics of how to make a good Reel, let's check out 3 great content ideas for your food business that you can start making today. Number 1, make a how it's made Reel. People love watching someone make food. After all, the Food Network exists for a reason. Luckily, you don't have to have a Food Network budget to make some great how it's made content for your business. You can do it for free with Reels. Try showing how one of your menu items is made, especially a top seller. You could also show off a dish that has an interesting backstory. Do you use a family recipe to make one of your menu items? Film yourself whipping it up and add a voiceover talking about the history behind that dish. Don't worry, we're not suggesting you give away your grandma's secret sauce recipe. Show your customers 90% of the process and leave out any special ingredients if you're worried about competitors taking notes. Number 2, film an owner or employee spotlight Reel. It may be tempting to just post pictures of your food on Instagram since that's the crux of your business, but customers like learning about the people behind your business. It makes them feel more connected when they feel like they know who's behind each delicious dish. If you have several employees, something you could try is making a reel that introduces the newest members of your team. You can do the same thing for the most senior members on your team too, asking them how long they've worked for you and what their favorite part of their job is. To put even more of a spotlight on your employees, try making a series of reels where you introduce each of your employees and ask them to recommend a product or menu item to your customers. Depending on how many employees you have, there could be a lot of content to make from this one idea. Of course, you should get out in front of the camera too. Introduce yourself and talk about why you started your business in a reel. Your followers and other people who come across your reels will feel more inclined to buy from your business because it feels familiar and human to them. Number 3, create a before and after reel. Big reveals are super exciting, and they're pretty easy to pull off in a reel. No need to spend a lot of time trying to do something out of the ordinary because it'll make for cool content. With before and after footage, you can film yourself or your employees starting and finishing a typical task. You also don't need that much footage because the focus isn't on the process like it is with a how it's made video. For example, instead of walking your customer through each step in the process of making your famous red velvet cupcakes, start by taking a quick video of all the ingredients laid out on the counter. Then, cut to the finished product. There's no shortage of possibilities here. A catering business might film a banquet room prior to setup and then cut to how it looks afterwards. Or they might film a busy event and then cut to what the venue looks like after all the guests are gone, just to show how much there is to clean up and tear down. Before and after reels are particularly fun to do if you're remodeling or renovating your workspace. If you run a food truck business and your truck is getting repainted with your new logo and brand colors, film a before and after reel to show your customers the dramatic change. Whether you've never watched a reel before or you're one of the millions of people watching them every day, I hope you found this video a helpful and inspiring introduction to making reels for your food business. If you're looking for more tips on how you can level up your Instagram game, be sure to claim your free copy of our ebook, How to Make Your Food Business Stand Out on Instagram. It's loaded with great tips for keeping up a regular posting schedule, using stories to engage with your customers, and so much more. Thanks for watching, and make sure you click the link in the description to claim your free ebook today.